Good morning. Today I'm going to give you a brief lesson on Agile Estimation. Agile Estimation is just a way to help your Agile team prioritize the backlog items that are either presented to you from your product manager or product owner in the product backlog, or the prioritization of the items existing in the sprint backlog to date. Agile Estimation is just a way to help to give a baseline measurement of all the tasks that are in the backlog, and there's a number of ways to do it. One particular way that I find to be my favorite, that I've learned most about and is the most popular, is what is called Planning Poker, which is brought to you by Mountain Goat Software. They're the ones who first started it, and they've to give credit, they are the ones that trademark the name, and it is a really fun game to play, and it's very easy to get started and set up. To start, all you need simply are just markers and index cards, at least 5 per person on your team. What you typically do from there is you take the 5 cards and a marker and have the team members write down the first 5 numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, which are 1, 3, 5, 8, and 13. So those 5 numbers, what we do from there is we take our hand of cards and we keep them in our hands at all times. When we are going down the backlog of items that need to be done, you typically start by choosing one that sounds like the most basic of tasks that needs to be done. That right there is your base unit of measurement. Typically, it's the most average of things. So if we were to flash back to the days of childhood, whenever we're doing our summer chores, for example, if I was to be prioritizing my chores on a daily basis, I would start with the base measurement of doing dishes. To me, doing dishes was a day-to-day chore that would actually vary based upon the amount of dishes that we used, and whether it was the weekend and I was allowed to use the dishwasher, or if it was a weekday and I had to do it by hand because didn't have anything else to do. So that being said, most of the times if I was to prioritize my chores, I would go ahead and give the dishes a 5. That's the basic chore that I know is average whenever I go to estimate any other chore around the house. So now that we know that doing chores such as dishes is a 5, what other chores would possibly be gauged as higher or lower? Well, for example, if I'm spending too much time procrastinating during a hot summer day and the weather just continues to get worse, I still have to mow my lawn. Well, the lawn might wind up turning into something that's going to take a bit longer than the dishes to begin with, especially if the grass is a little tall, because, well, I might have forgotten to mow it last weekend. Oops. So I'd probably use either an 8 or a 13, depending upon just how hard the task's going to be. Is it going to take me the whole day? Is it going to take me half the day, etc.? Other things, such as if my room, which was normally kept pretty tidy, needed to be straightened up, well, that would probably take me less time than hand washing dishes, so I'd probably give that one a 3. Or if I have to take the trash to the dumpster, well, that's a 1. I just don't want to get off the couch and go take it to the dumpster. Just kidding. But now that we have a baseline of all the different tasks that we want to do, we now have an idea of how many tasks we can do in a given sprint, so that you can then throw them into your sprint backlog. And that's one of the easiest and most popular ways to be able to prioritize your backlog items. There's another number of ways that you can find just by doing a quick Google search for Agile Estimation games. And there's other things such as Fist of 5 is the second one that I find to be most popular as well. Any other questions or concerns, feel free to comment below, and I'll be happy to get back to your questions with answers as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.